Blood rushes through your arteries at this very moment, carrying life to every cell in your body. But what if those pathways are slowly closing, and your heart is desperately trying to tell you something? What if you've been ignoring the warnings for weeks, dismissing them as stress or fatigue, while your body counts down to a catastrophic event that could change everything? Your heart doesn't suddenly fail without warning. Medical research has shown that in the majority of cases, your body begins sending distress signals approximately 30 days before a heart attack occurs. These aren't dramatic symptoms that send you rushing to the emergency room. They're subtle whispers that most people brush aside, attributing them to aging, poor sleep, or a demanding lifestyle. But understanding these signs could be the difference between life and death. Let's talk about what really happens in the weeks leading up to a heart attack. Your cardiovascular system is remarkably resilient, but when coronary arteries become significantly blocked, your heart muscles start suffering from reduced blood flow. This process, called ischemia, triggers a cascade of physiological responses that your body uses to alert you that something is seriously wrong. One of the earliest and most commonly ignored warning signs is unusual fatigue. This isn't the normal tiredness you feel after a long day at work. This is a profound, overwhelming exhaustion that doesn't improve with rest. Women, in particular, report extreme fatigue in the weeks before a heart attack, often describing feeling completely drained even after a full night's sleep. You might find yourself struggling to complete routine tasks that never bothered you before, or needing to sit down frequently throughout the day. This happens because your heart is working harder to pump blood through narrowed arteries, and your body is diverting energy to support this critical function. Shortness of breath during activities that previously caused no problems is another critical warning sign. You might notice yourself getting winded while climbing stairs you've climbed 1,000 times, or feeling breathless while carrying groceries or doing light housework. This occurs because your heart isn't pumping efficiently enough to meet your body's oxygen demands. When paired with unusual fatigue, this symptom should never be dismissed as simply being out of shape. Chest discomfort is what most people associate with heart problems, but the sensation before a heart attack often differs from what you might expect. Instead of the dramatic, crushing chest pain depicted in movies, many people experience a feeling of pressure, tightness, fullness, or squeezing in the center of the chest. This discomfort may come and go over several days or weeks. It might feel like indigestion or heartburn, leading many people to reach for antacids instead of seeking medical attention. The sensation may last for a few minutes, disappear, and then return later. Some describe it as feeling like an elephant is sitting on their chest, while others report a sensation of uncomfortable pressure that radiates to the shoulders, arms, neck, jaw, or back. Sleep disturbances represent another frequently overlooked warning sign. Many people report experiencing insomnia or unusual sleep problems in the month before a heart attack. You might wake up multiple times during the night for no apparent reason, or find yourself unable to fall asleep despite being exhausted. Some people experience anxiety or a sense of impending doom that disrupts their sleep patterns. Your body's stress response is activating because it senses danger, even if your conscious mind hasn't recognized the threat. Digestive issues, including nausea, indigestion, heartburn, or abdominal pain, affect many people before a heart attack, particularly women. These symptoms are often mistaken for gastrointestinal problems and treated with over-the-counter medications, delaying critical medical intervention. The connection between your heart and digestive system means that cardiac distress can manifest as stomach upset, especially when the heart attack affects the lower portion of the heart. Cold sweats and clamminess without any apparent cause should raise immediate concern. You might break into a cold sweat while sitting calmly or experience episodes of perspiration that seem completely out of proportion to your activity level or the ambient temperature. This happens because your body's sympathetic nervous system is activating in response to cardiac stress, triggering the same fight-or-flight response you'd experience in a dangerous situation. Dizziness and lightheadedness occur when your brain is receiving adequate blood flow due to your heart-compromised pumping ability. You might feel unsteady on your feet, experience moments where the room seems to spin, or feel like you might faint. These episodes shouldn't be attributed to skipping meals or standing up too quickly if they're happening frequently. Heart palpitations or irregular heartbeats can signal that your heart's electrical system is being affected by inadequate blood flow. You might feel like your heart is racing, fluttering, or skipping beats. While occasional palpitations can be harmless, persistent or frequent irregularities warrant immediate medical evaluation. Swelling in the feet, ankles, or legs that doesn't resolve overnight indicates that your heart may be struggling to pump blood effectively throughout your body. This causes fluid to accumulate in your extremities, a condition called edema. If you press your finger into the swollen area and it leaves an indentation that doesn't immediately bounce back, this is particularly concerning. It's crucial to understand that symptoms can vary significantly between men and women. While men typically experience classic chest pain, women are more likely to have atypical symptoms like extreme fatigue, shortness of breath, nausea, and back or jaw pain. This difference has historically led to women's heart attacks being underdiagnosed and undertreated. If you're experiencing any combination of these symptoms, especially if you have risk factors like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, smoking, obesity, or a family history of heart disease, you need to seek medical attention immediately. Don't wait to see if symptoms improve on their own. Don't convince yourself you're too young or too healthy for a heart attack. Heart disease doesn't discriminate, and time is literally muscle when it comes to cardiac events. Your heart is the most vital organ in your body, beating approximately 100,000 times per day to keep you alive. When it calls out for help, listening could save your life. Here at BioWell Hub, we believe that knowledge is your first line of defense against serious health conditions. Share this information with your loved ones, because recognizing these warning signs in yourself or someone you care about could make all the difference. Your heart has been faithfully serving you every second of your life. Now it's your turn to pay attention and give it the care it deserves. Stay informed, stay healthy, and never ignore what your body is trying to tell you.